Here, a beggar sitting near the sidewalk. Suddenly, the old man threw a gold chain near the beggar. The beggar picked it up and saw a young woman passing by. "Ma'am," the beggar said kindly, "this gold chain dropped from your neck." The girl quickly checked and smiled in excitement, grabbing the chain. But when the beggar humbly asked, "Ma'am, I'm really hungry. Could you please give me something to eat?" Instead of thanking him, she scolded him harshly. "Get out of here! Don't you dare stand in front of my house again!" she shouted and walked away. The old man looked at the beggar. The beggar shook his head, signaling no. The old man then handed him a thick bundle of cash. Just then, a young man passed by. The beggar immediately said, "Brother, is this your money? It just fell here." The young man grabbed it and said, Yes, these are mine. But what are you doing in front of my house? You filthy beggar!" The beggar pleaded, "Brother, I haven't eaten since morning. Please give me something to eat." But the young man shoved him aside, yelling, "Get lost! Who knows from which asylum you've come?" The old man again looked at the beggar. The beggar shook his head, no. Then the old man gave the beggar a luxury watch. Soon after, another young man walked by. The beggar stopped him. "Brother, wait. Your watch just fell." The young man looked carefully and said, "No, brother, that's not mine. I don't even wear watches." But the beggar insisted, "No, I saw it fall from your hand." The man smiled and said, "It's not mine, brother. Keep it with you. Maybe the real owner will come back for it." The beggar nodded and said, "All right, but please, I'm starving. Could you give me some money for food?" The young man pulled out some cash and gave it to him. Then he left. This time, the beggar looked at the old man and gave him an OK sign. The old man finally smiled. A few days later, the same beggar arrived at the house of those three siblings, but not as a beggar. He came dressed as a bank officer. "Your mother had taken a loan of 1 crore rupees from our bank," he said. "She managed to repay half, but she passed away before clearing the rest. Now, the remaining 50 lakhs must be repaid by you three, or your property will be seized." The youngest son, Divyam, immediately said, "No problem, sir. If mother took the loan, it's our responsibility to repay it. I have 20 lakhs in my account right now. My brother and sister will help arrange the rest." But his sister snapped, "What? I'm not paying a single penny. Mother never did anything for me. She only left us debts." The elder brother added, "She's right. I'm not giving even a rupee. If you want to play the saint, Divyam, you pay it all. We don't care." Divyam said, "Fine. I will repay every single penny of mom's loan." The officer handed him a file and asked for his signature, but Divyam stopped. "Wait a second. This isn't a loan agreement. These are property papers." At that moment, their father walked in. "My son, your mother's last wish was that the child who values honesty and respect should inherit everything. That's why I transferred all the property in your name. This man isn't a banker. He's a lawyer. And yes, he's the same person who was testing you as a beggar outside." The two greedy siblings began to argue and demand their share, but the father silenced them. "Enough. A child who cannot respect their parents deserves not even a penny. Get out of my house." The two stormed toward the door, but Divyam folded his hands before his father. "Please, Dad, forgive them. They are my brother and sister. We must live together." Hearing this, the siblings broke down in guilt. They apologized to their father for their selfishness. In the end, the father forgave them.